box now. Hey guys, the USA here. And now today we're going to be unboxing the Jumia, one of my Jumia orders, the Jumia QCY T5. Yeah, it's a Bluetooth earbuds. Now I really ordered this on the 28th of November, guys, on Saturday, and it came. The message came for me to pick it up at the joint pickup center yesterday by 1 p.m. exactly 12:55 p.m. yesterday. Yeah. Now there was one thing I wanted to say before we go right to this. When I ordered this, the total price of it was $6,550. The Jumia deal, Black Friday deal, special Black Friday deal. It was $6,550. Now there's a code I entered in the Voyage code, so the Jumia guys, if they ever watch the video, they can identify that problem. I entered the code and they removed 500 from the order, making it 6,015 naira. Okay, so when I was about to pay for it, the code was like, let me say, Jabba or Chapa, I don't know, one point like that. But the point is, when I was about paying for it, they didn't send me my OTP because they prepaid order. They didn't send me my OTP, so I went back to like cancel the order and retry again. Then to my very surprise, I entered the code again and they told me the code is limited for one person per code. And I didn't use it, I didn't complete the order. So I think you find a way to repair that problem with their coding system or algorithm. I didn't complete my order, so how did I now use the code if my order did not complete? So my order was never completed. But that by the way, I just want them to know that so that in case they can do their computer stuff on it and rectify that problem so we can all be at peace. I want to enjoy the 500 difference. But let's get to it. So much talk. There's always one exciting thing when you are unboxing a gadget. I don't know. It's always an exciting thing. Let's start with this. I use my teeth up like an animal. Hey man. Anyway, so it's not safe for you. Not Nigeria for bro. You see? This is the first look. It's what you get when you open it, the box. Okay. The review will come later, actually, but this is what you get from opening the box. And that's this page. That carton seal. Let's take it out. QCY T5 itself. TWS, True Wireless Stereo. That's what that stands for. True Wireless Stereo, TWS Smart Earbuds. Okay. Then in the box, let's drop this there. In the box itself, you get a receipt now. Okay, it was even 6,540. I was close enough. Total price I paid for this was 6,514 naira. In case you guys are wondering, but although the price has gone up now, it's now 6,100 for the item, excluding shipping fee. Okay, excluding shipping fee. For those of you guys that want to know how to order from Jumia, you can leave a comment down below. I'll make a video on that if you so wish or you so want to make things easier for you. Okay, now let's get right to it. gadget when I do use it, like 3 days time. Okay, and bye guys. This is what you get. Bye guys. And it's important to also know that this earbud doesn't have any volume control on it, okay? Just gesture controls, like when you're playing the music, double tap, alright, to pause, double tap to start playing again. When you're receiving a voice call, when you have an incoming voice call, double tap to pick the voice call. Now when the voice call is ongoing, double tap to end the call. Then Siri gesture control, right, where you tap this particular region of the earbud 3 times, 1 through 3, okay, and it activates and opens your voice control. All right, now I want us to also get the volume at 100% because these stuffs are pretty damn loud. Not only are they loud, the bars, it has a very nice bar system. Let's play it so we can get. Okay. Hey guys, you say welcome to Unboxing Club. Now, last week, remember I unboxed the QCY T5. Okay, the video was nice. So this week, in this video, we're going to talk about the QCY review. Okay, now we are going to be reviewing this gadget because I used it for a week straight. So we're reviewing this gadget with some certain terms. Some certain key features of the gadgets. Okay, like first of all, we're going to be checking that the charging case is designed. Okay, then the time, alright, it takes to charge. What else again? Let's say the overall feel of it, total of it, and all this are going to be for the case. Right. Now, during my daily usage of this gadget itself, okay, I found it very comfortable to hold, comfortable to put in my pocket. Now, this particular back of it, now I placed in my pocket with my phone. So it did get scratched there. You can see where the manufacturer is written on this side. But I think it's quite slippery and shiny. But nonetheless, it was very nice. It feels amazing. Let me take out my. Feels quite okay right in your pocket. Okay. So you hardly even notice that it's there. Like your day-to-day usage, you hardly notice that this stuff is there. It feels comfortable, like it's very comfortable in the pockets. Now, that is this entire design. Then, the time it takes to charge. Okay. Now, so there are tiny LEDs in here. Okay, 2 to be exact. They glow in bright green, just like this. They glow in green. When you plug it, it uses a micro USB. Okay. Unlike the Blue Duo High Hurricane that I have, that uses the USB Type-C, this uses a micro USB. Now the lights, when you plug it, it glows, the 2 LEDs in there. Now when the charging case is full, the 2 LEDs goes off. Okay, that's it's as simple as that. Then inside, when you open the lid of the case itself, as soon as I found it hard to track the usage of the earbuds themselves, because as soon as you put it, now just take note of this, as soon as you put it into the case, it immediately starts charging. You see that red light there, that tiny red light there, immediately starts charging. So you cannot like time the usage, because even if you use it and like 60%, 90%, and you immediately put it into the case, it starts charging, right? Now, talking about also the earbuds themselves, the individual earbuds themselves. Individual earbuds themselves. Okay? Now, that's usage time. The design, their design. Okay? And what's the last thing? The design. And their ear feel. Okay. Entirely during my usage of this sock for the past 1 week, I found them comfortable to wear. But there is this thing that I did find quite a tone down little, is that I could barely hear anything with the music being played on. And mind you, I wasn't playing the music at 100% volume, at only 50 or 60, and it was super loud, like super loud with a substantial amount of bass. I think that is one of the features I like most. It has a nice bass in it. When in my ear, it kind of clogs my ears. Maybe it's because of this stem-like design. Kind of blocks any sound for either coming in or going out. Even right now, as I'm talking right now, and this thoughts in my ear, I feel a bit discomfort because it seems like I can't hear myself completely. Like something is clogging my ears. But apart from that, it feels nice. Apart from that cloggy feeling and sensation, it feels nice. It looks nice. It looks nice. Simple to wear. Okay. Now, when using this, I got about 5 hours of battery usage. No, not 5 hours. Let's say 5 hours, 10 minutes. Okay. And remind you, I wasn't using this at 100% volume. So I think volume plays a key role here. Of course, there's a key role here with the amount of time you get off these earbuds. Now, when it comes to charging of the earbuds itself, okay, let's say these earbuds are inside the charging case as it is right now. Okay, red shows charging, green shows charging completed. So as soon as you take it out of the case, you see a green. Okay, let me do it again so you get it clearly, because it looks like right now red shows charging, green shows charging full. So now as you take it out, let me do that so you can get that clearly. So you take it out, it starts glowing green and red, which means ready to pair. Take the other one out, does the same thing. Okay, starts glowing green. It's only glowing green, it's only showing green because I've already merged and paired it with my device. And my device is actually currently switched on right now. Bluetooth is currently on. But for the first time, as soon as you take it out, it starts glowing green and red, and you hear a sound in your ear, like goes like this, like something like that. I don't know if that's accurate enough, but something like that. So when that sound makes, it means it has connected with this head. Okay, they said that the left is the master earbud, so it connects with this head. And as soon as you do that, search for it on your device, it shows QCY-T5. QCY-T5. And then immediately you click on it, it starts charging. Okay, let me quickly do that so you get it clearly. Okay. Now remember, my device is already paired. Okay, come closer so we get this. Now my device is already paired. Let's head over to settings. Okay, Bluetooth. So as soon as I take it out, okay, take it out. All right, so blowing. Then QCY-T5. It's already connected. It's that fast. Connecting to it is very fast and easy. and the name there is QCY T5, the name of the device itself. Although you can edit that, you can change that, and you know the common stuff, you can change it to whatever you want. Okay? Entirely, the QCY T5, the earbuds, it takes different, they charge at different time, at different speeds. Because I think one of them is actually doing the work of receiving the signal. It's always stable. Then the other, to the right, actually always gets full before the left. Always. Like right now, I've been using the right. Like I use the right down to this early this morning. Okay? And you can see it's still showing red, which means it's charging. And the left showing green there, which means it's full already. So I can use this now. So let me just let that charge. Now the LED, the lead on the charging case is magnetic, like you can see. Unlike the, let me take this, unlike the Logo High I got like a few months back, that is actually clip enabled. You have to press it, like apply a sufficient amount of power to open and then clicks. Okay, this one also has a physical button on it, but the QCY T5 doesn't have any physical button around it or on it. Okay. Total rating of this gadget, if I'm to give it anything, I would give it a, let's say, an 8 out of 10. Okay. Now, the reason why I did give it an 8 is because of that ear clogging feeling. Like you have to use one. It's a must for you to use one earbud if you want to be in sync with your environment. You want to know what's happening around you. Because if you do use both of them and play the music even at 30% volume, you could barely, or you can barely hear what's going on around you. So you don't want to be playing music and crossing the road and someone is honking at you and you can't hear it, so you can really run across. So apart from that, it has a nice bass, a nice feedback. Now you can connect any one of them, the left or the right, to your device at any time. As far as the QCY T5 name is showing on your Bluetooth, you click on it, whether you take out the right or you take out the left, at any time, it starts playing. Okay. Now there are gestures on the stuff that we should take note of. Now, when playing your music, when doing the music playback, if you double tap it, okay, the music instantly stops playing, right? Then double tap it again and the music continues, alright? Then when playing the music, the right is for skipping. So when you hold it for about 2 seconds, it skips to the next song. Do the same thing for the left, hold it for about 2 seconds, goes back to the previous music. It also has voice command, and that voice command is you have to tap it 3 times, 1, 2, 3. To activate the voice command on your phone. Or if your voice is already activated with your phone or linked with your phone, you can just say hey Google and to prompt up. Okay. Now I made voice calls with this device, and all in all, it was nice. It was right for a low budget earbud like this. The reception, at the other end, there's the caller, and at my end, receiving the call was nice. I hear the caller's voice clearly, and the caller could also hear me clearly. No lagging, no distortion or anything. Right? But it wasn't as loud as using your own microphone on your phone at the other end, but it was good enough. Okay. Now those are the gestures you need to know. So all in all, it's a good buy. You can get this on Jumia at any time, and if you just go there on the search bar, Google QCY T5, and it will appear there, right? Okay. Now those are the important things to know about the QCY T5, right? Now until our next video, I hope you enjoyed this review. It actually does come with a extra ear tips. Okay, this is removable, as you can see. This is removable. You can remove this. Let's see. You can remove this. Alright, this is quite removable. You can remove it. So it came with a slightly larger one than this itself, a slightly larger one, and a slightly smaller one of it too. So it came with 2 pairs of separate ear tips. So in case you don't like the feel of this in your ears, you can switch it off, which actually, I like that particular thing that they added to it in case with the box. Okay. Now the box come, I think the review of it last time. The box come with the review manual, the user manual, the ear tips, the earbuds and stuff, and the USB charging, micro USB charging cable. That is not a Type-C. Okay, it's not a Type-C charging cable. Alright, all in all, it's a good buy. Okay, if you like this video, do leave a thumbs up, and we'll see you in our next video, guys. Bye. Hey guys, the Hughes here. Have you ever wondered what's inside this earbuds? Well, not inside the charging case itself, inside the earbuds itself. Or if you have, then this video is for you. Now, this is the i7S and this is the i12. For the sake of this video, we are going to be tearing down the i7X. Reason because the i7S is more flawed when comparing features and specifications, in time taken to charge, time taken when watching a movie, when doing music playback, the time it takes, right? Now it's more flawed than the i12. Now it is important to note, this is not why we're here, but it's important to note that TWS stands for True Wireless Stereo. Now the stereo technology here means that if by venture you actually have two earbuds on your ear, okay? Now the stereo technology means that you can connect individually the right to your device and then play back through Bluetooth your music or your video, or you connect individually again the left only to your device and music plays back to the left only, or the final option, which means the two connects to each other before then connecting to your device and the music plays back through it. Now some latest earbuds has this latency improvements because so that the two can be in sync when playing your music playback, but let's leave that aside, guys. For other videos I will explain that in our next video. Okay, so let's get started. I would like to shift this aside. Let me keep this properly. Here. Okay, I like the camera to come the other way, so okay, these are the left ones. Okay, let's twist this with you. Now for the sake of this video, I'm going to be destroying and removing some of the components. Okay, cutting this open. Let's remove that. And these are the speakers. Yeah, these are the speakers itself. Yes, this is the battery. It's a little, okay, it's a little, it's not that big, but I wonder why he doesn't last this. For the sake of this, when compared with the size of this AirPod, it's kind of big. Okay, let's put that out. Okay, I need to remove this. Let's remove this. To get this opened up. Okay. Now this, let me see what this is. Okay, this is the charging mechanism of it. Yes, this is where the charger is, a pin mount charger. This is where it goes into it. You know, like the old Nokia of those days, Nokia 3310, Nokia C1, C2, and the rest Nokia. So I can't name all of them, but this is where it goes in. Okay, now let me see if I can bring out the circuit. There's a circuit there. Okay. Okay, this is okay. Alright, I'm going to pause the video so it won't consume your time, but as soon as I remove it, I will continue. I had to literally break open this plastic thing. Plastic casing. I don't know what this thing is made of from, because it's very, very strong. I had to break it open with this plier just to bring out the circuit, right? And this is the circuit itself. So I don't know if you can get it clearly because they are quite small. That is the LED 1, LED 2 that flashes when charging or when it wants to connect. And the other thing there, MIC, mic, that is the mic 1. Okay, the button is supposed to be here. I think I put that away in place of breaking this casing. The button for pressing it on and off. This one isn't automatic. The i7X is automatic. You have to hold the button down for some seconds to either switch it on or hold it down for, like, press it once to either pause the music, press it again to either continue playing the music. Now this is the chip. I was trying to check the chips manufacturers, but I don't know, I couldn't find a name around there, because I don't know that Qualcomm makes a lot of these chips, these tiny little chips. But here I'm just seeing a little logo, but I can't really see it. So not that it's important anyway, but at least. Okay, so this is what is inside a standard i7X. The circuitry, the battery, the battery itself, the pin covering the bottom of it, yes, covering the bottom, pull it out, the charging mechanism, the charging mechanism where you plug the pin mount to, or where you put it into the case cover, and there's a pin stuff in there. Okay, I think I should just open this up so you can get to see it. There's a pin stuff in there, right? So alright, this okay. Let's pause the video with you so that as I open it, I'll bring the stuff out. Okay, continue. It's opening. Better. Oh. Wow, that was easy to open. I think I broke something, but that was quite easy to open. Then let me lose this gum from the body. Let me think if that's screwed. This is the bigger battery that is used to charge the individual earbuds. This is the charging case battery. Alright, so I'm trying to see if I can pull the circuit out without damaging this casing. Okay, I think I can. Alright, that's it. Beautiful. This is the circuit of the i7S, the charging case circuit of the i7S. Now, this is the battery. I think the battery is kind of faulty because I don't know, my own personal observation. Look at it, it's all swollen up, it's all busty, it's swollen up. I think the battery is faulty. I think let me just remove that, drop it down. Okay, this is the charging case mount, and this is the standard Android charger. Okay, yeah, the charger mount. It's not a lightning charging mount, neither is it a Type-C enabled charging mount. Okay, so this is the circuit. There is the chip too, little chip there, right there. Some components that helps it charge and gives power to the individual earbuds while charging. Now, this is the button. Now this button right here, I used to either turn on or turn off the charging case. This is the button right there. Okay, all right, yeah, that's the button right there. Now this is the pin mount that I was talking about just now, that goes inside that. This is the one that we didn't destroy. Then look at the other one that we did destroy. Okay, this is it. It goes inside. Yeah. So if this was done, so that is something like that. Okay. So that is the i7s teardown video. Let me arrange this properly so you can get a look of all the individual stuffs. Okay. This is it. The charging case. Charging cases circuits, charging cases battery, okay. One of the plastic components, right? The earpods mount, then I think there's a filter, yeah, right there. Then the earbuds circuit. This is the charging mount of the charging case, so it should go right there. It came out from here, put from there. So this is the battery, tiny battery of the earpod itself, right here. Charging mechanism that clips to this of the earpod should be there. Some other little thing. Important. A lid, covering lid that covers the bottom of the charging of the earpod itself. Now, and then lastly, the speaker, tiny little speaker of the earbud. I don't know why I keep calling it earbud itself. Okay, an earbud. Okay. This is the covering lid of the case. It's not magnetic or anything. You have to use your own hand to open it. When you're trying to bring this stuff out, I broke it. So it should be right here. Okay, it should be right here. So that is it. These are the tools that helped us in disseminating, opening it. So they also have a spot on the table. This is the plier. This is the flats. I don't know the size of it. These were not important. These were just the packaging, so we didn't do anything with them. Now this one is the lucky guy. I escaped. I didn't get to be destroyed, so it should be there. Right. And that is it. See? And that is it. So something is missing. This is the button. This is this tiny button. This is the button pulled out. Okay? And that is it. So I I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Now, if you did, please don't forget to subscribe, give a thumbs up, share with your friends, and anticipate our next video. It's going to be lit, okay? And we'll see you in our next video, guys. Bye.
Okay, so here is the Redmi Note 10 Pro, and just like we can see on the site, there are some key specifications that state 8 gigs of RAMs, 128 gigs of internal storage, USB-C, USB Type-C cable, and I'm sure there are some other paperwork. So let's get to the unboxing.
The slow-mo.
Okay, so removing the first part, we are greeted with this. Let's drop this for now, and the device itself, and it comes with 128 Hz of refresh rate. It's an AMOLED screen, not Super AMOLED, an AMOLED screen. 6.67 dot display, the Snapdragon 732G processor. Oh, it comes with 33 watt fast charging. That's insane. So we're going to just drop this for now and look at what comes with this. And of course, here we have the SIM ejector tool. I'm going to try my best to take it off. Maybe. And here we go. Usual suspect by Redmi. Normal welcome guide. A warranty card. A texture CPU case. I think Redmi are actually improving on their cases. This looks really good. Looks really good. So we'll be back to that in a sec. So, out of the box here, we have a 3 ampere charger. Anyways, based on the output conditions, we have situations as stated here of 5 volts that will generate 15 watts, 9 volts, 12 volts. Well, basically, out of the box, it's a 33 watt fast charger. I'm actually looking towards seeing how this would actually charge fast, though. Well, it looks pretty impressive. So here you go, USB Type-C. I think this is something transitional this needs to learn. Amazing. So to the phone itself. Okay, we'll come back to this. This feels like a glass-tip material. I'm not sure it's polycarbonate, but it's most possibly glass-tip. And okay, these are the ultra-wide lens. Here is the premium lens. It comes with an Infinity U display, and I can see some signs of a tempered glass around here. Okay. And we have front facing speakers here, 3.5mm headphone jack. There's a mouthpiece here on top, and of course the SIM card tray is located to the left hand side. On the right hand side, we have the power button, the volume rockers here, and the looks of this power button makes it very obvious that this power button will also serve as some kind of fingerprint reader. And at the bottom, another microphone. Bottom facing speakers, and of course the port for the USB Type-C. So I guess it's time to boot it up. Let's turn it on and see.
Takes a while to boot up.
Looks like it takes a while to boot up. Okay, I created with Redmi UI, and well, this is not actually one of the fastest startup phones I've seen. I think I've seen better, but it's not that bad overall. It's not that bad overall. So want to do the honors of setting it up. Alright, let's proceed from here. United Kingdom, yeah, we're cool with that. Nigeria, RPG keyboard. Nobody actually reads that.
You can just skip all this
Yeah,
stuff.
you can skip all the steps. I will come back to set itself. So skip. Accept. Skip the step. Skip this on. Alright, so alright. We'll go to the camera and all that stuff in a bit. So this is an AMOLED screen, and here is the Infinity U display. According to the specification guide, it says it comes with 128 gigahertz of refresh rate. So let's test out what the transition would be. Okay. Well, it looks pretty good, I would say. I wouldn't say it's anyway, it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. So I would like to just check for. Okay, let's just go with key performance. About the device. So about phone. So right out of the box, only 17.8 gig of the entire 128 gig of storage has been taken by possibly some pre-installed apps, bloatware, and the others. So coming down here, as stated, it comes with 8 gigs of RAM and 2.3 gigahertz of 8 different processor octa-core, and okay, no sims for now. 48%. Let's go to the camera. I know it's night, but we can still check. So here is the main lens. Not bad. Let's see if it comes with night mode. Actually, since maybe it's going to be in other places. So for the portrait lens, it comes with an inbuilt camera though. Again, beautiful images, and should we test the selfie camera? Okay. So let's see what the selfie camera is actually coming out with the photos. So as at the time of this shooting, I have no exact idea of how many pixel comes with the front camera, but I'm betting it's nothing less than a 32. Yeah, I'm betting something like that, but I'm going to do my findings, and before this video comes to an end, we'll say something about that. Portrait mode, more mode. It comes with 108. So the back is 108. The rear camera. So okay, away from the camera now. One thing I want to test for certain. One thing I want to test for sure is how the 2.3 GHz processor, octa processor, can actually handle so many things. As much as I want to do some 221 gig bench test on this thing, I don't actually have those applications now. So I'm just going to run in some applications, about 10 to 15, and see how they actually transit. So we open Google, we open Contacts. These are not actually very heavy apps. Photos, YouTube Music, Google Play Movies, news, podcast. What else do we open from here? Okay, we open the music also. So we get to actually transit between these apps and see if it's seamless. We'll actually bet the 8 gigs of RAM we will turn to something like that. So on this end, okay, and moving back to where we came from here, still the same. Going back to where we initially came from, still the same. Nothing changes. The processor is actually super fast, and the 8 gigs of RAM is actually showing its power here. And one thing we would test for maybe sometime after now is actually how fast it takes this device to charge and also how long the battery lasts. But this is day one. Okay, it's a 4000 mAh battery, 5000. It's a 5000 mAh battery, and we are hoping for practical use of about a day or two, or even more. Yeah, so it's actually a very amazing device. This back for me, it's still this back for me. It feels plastic, but from a specific angle, it looks like it's made out of polycarbonate. But it's pretty an amazing device. How about we test the fingerprint scanner and the face unlock? Are ready to?
I'm ready.
Right. So now we are going to test how fast the fingerprint scanner is. They say it's actually very fast, so let's see how fast it is. So I lock the phone and voila. Okay, let's do this again. Wow. This is nice. This is very nice. This is very nice. This is nice. Okay, so basically this is actually not a full review, it's just an unboxing and a quick view at the Redmi Note 10 Pro. And it's actually an amazing device. It comes with a fast fingerprint scanner, it comes with an Infinity U display, it's an AMOLED screen of about 6.67 inches, and it comes with a 108 megapixel back camera. The front facing camera is also nothing less than a 32 megapixel, and it comes with a capacitive screen that supports up to 16 million plus colors. So in the forthcoming days we'll bring a review looking at durability tests and how it has been able to handle day-to-day activities, but this looks like an awesome device. So for me and the entire tech crew here, we'll see you in the next video.
Hey guys, Unboxing Couple here. Now today we're going to be talking about hard disk drives. Before we proceed, I think it's only normal and reasonable for me to introduce my tech partner from now henceforth. Please welcome Olumide.
All right, thank you, Ose. Hello everyone, my name is Olumide and from now I'm going to be a part of this team. I'm very excited to be a part of such a very creative and wonderful team. So moving on from here, today we are actually going to be talking about quite a very interesting topic. We are going to be talking about hard disks. Yes, the HDD that you normally do see in your system specification. We are going to be talking about what happens when this disk goes all wrong, when it gets all faulty, what you can do, like the whole changing the entire process that is involved, what could possibly cause this. And also we'll be leaving a link in the description below that actually would guide you to a software that would help you to check if your hard disk is actually getting faulty and all. So before we proceed in this video, I'd like also to actually go deep down and explain some major components of the hard disk drive that you should know about.
I think the first course of action to talk about the hard disk is that it has four major components that are generic hard disk. Four major components, which are the platter, which is either an aluminum or a ceramic or a glass circular shaped object, right, that spins. It is coated with a magnetic substance, right? Now that was the first. Then the other one is the read and write arm, like the arm that hovers just directly on top of the HDDs or the hard disk. It hovers at a height. They call it the floating height or the head gap. It hovers at about 3 nanometers. It is so thin that even a human hair can't go through. Also, it has the spindle, that is the part that spins the hard disk. The hard disk itself, depending on your type or the manufacturer, either revolves about, okay, my own per se revolved at around 5,400 RPMs, revolutions per minute. Now, then the other important part is the actuator. That is the part that moves the read and write arm across the surface of the platter itself. Now, the read and write arm also has the magnet at its own end that enables it to either read data off the disk or write data onto the disk. There are a lot of other physics, magnetism stuff that's really unnecessary. So let's get towards the signs, the things that you notice when your hard disk is starting to get faulty.
Alright, so here are a couple of things you should actually note that would give you an idea if your hard disk is actually going towards this later days. So one thing you should actually take note of is unnecessary freezing. You might not actually be working on anything power intensive. You might not be using Final Cut Pro for your editing or playing some high intensive games like the Far Cry 3 or maybe the PES 2021. You don't necessarily need to be doing all this before you start noticing some lag, some freezing here and there. When you start seeing your system exhibit signs of unnecessary freezing, unnecessary lag, it gives you an idea that okay, something might be wrong with my hard disk. So moving on from there, one other thing you should look out for is unscheduled blue screen. I use the word unscheduled there because it just pops out all of a sudden. You might be working on something or not even necessarily doing anything, and then you get the blue screen, that big blue screen there. Another thing you should also look out for is the evidence of heat. I know when we use our system, from the air vents you could feel the warm air actually going out, but then you notice that the position where your hard disk is located gets unnecessarily hot. When I mean hot, I mean like really, really hot. That's actually a very big sign that your hard disk might actually be all faulty. So the last thing I want you to actually take note is a scenario whereby you can hear your hard disk working. When I mean working, I mean spinning. Yes, when your system is actually on, you can actually hear your hard disk revolving and all, but this one becomes too noticeable. It's almost as if you have some kind of earpiece connected to where your hard disk is actually located. You can hear it spin, and for this to happen, you don't even necessarily need to want something power intensive. Maybe for an instance, you just turned on your PC, and then 2 minutes later you can hear your hard disk overworking itself. These are symptoms, very big sign that your PC might be heading to the grave or maybe the later point of its life. So it's expected that you know this and you can take steps. So understanding the parts of this hard disks, understanding the symptoms that you should look out for or the signs would make you know that okay, maybe it's worth changing. And one thing that is worthy of note is the fact that these were not determined, they were not designed to actually last a lifetime. The typical hard disk, it has a life cycle of about 4 to 5 years. So whether you keep it like a baby or you treat it like an egg, your hard disk will one day die. But you could increase the lifespan by actually treating your personal computer very well. So one thing you might want to look out for is the scenario whereby your PC gets some kind of external force, or should I say some impact. As Ose has said earlier, this hard disk actually consists of a read and write arm. That read and write arm is not expected to have contact with the platter that you can see on the screen. So in the scenario of an impact or maybe an external force, that read and write arm comes in contact with the platter, and then you begin to lose information, and then your hard disk begin to go, it just goes haywire and all. So having this knowledge, knowing the components of your hard disk would give you some kind of insight on what you should do, what you should not do, and how you should do what you should actually do. So like I had said in the beginning of this video, I said there are softwares that you can actually use to actually know when your PC is actually going to reset. So I'm going to let Ose give us a brief run through about what to do, the kind of software to use, and how to actually use the software.
Now, the thing is, with the hard disk itself, you should know that he made mention of the blue screens. Now, blue screen errors can occur or happen for a variety of reasons. It can range from RAM errors, Windows error, like your operating system has an error in its registry or something like that. So whenever your system does have or does display an unexpected blue screen error, you should, the first thing you should note, you shouldn't just conclude that it's a hard disk error. You should Google it. That's why the internet is there. And then, depending on your research results from Google, coupled with all the things he just said, then you can ascertain if it's an hard disk error. Okay? Now, the software in particular that you can use to check the hard disk, if the condition of your hard disk. Now, the software shows something like caution or good, depending on the state of your hard disk. It highlights the sectors, it highlights the problems of your disk, whether it is a relocated sector problem, or a spinning sector problem, or a startup sector problem, and so on and so forth. Now, the software, I use this for my previous hard disk, that is this particular hard disk I'm holding right now, and what we're seeing now on the screen was the result it gave moments before the hard disk gave up. And when I was about to get a new hard disk, I took this same software. It is called Crystal. I took the same software. We'll put the link below. I took the same software right to the point, right to the shop, and I used it to test the new hard disk I got, and the condition is what you're currently seeing on top now. It showed good. You can try this software for your system, and the results, depending on your state of your system, because your system actually fits these informations to the software. So there's some important things that you should note when using the software, which are the power on counts and the power on hours. Now, the power on count is the number of times your system has been put on from 0 to 1. Then the power on hours is the total number of time in days or in hours that your system, that particular system, which is your hard disk, has operated, has worked for. Like on one of mine, it showed something like 365 days, 366 days, 11 hours or something relative to that. It's currently being shown on the screen. And also, those stuffs will help you actually know if your hard disk is actually, you can do the ratio depending on when you bought your system, if you bought it as a brand new system or as a fairly used system. It can help you extrapolate, right? Know the points of entry when your system is eventually going to give way, or your hard disk is eventually going to give way. Okay? Now, I should allow him continue from here.
All right, so if you have any questions concerning everything we've said, either anything I said or anything also himself said, please kindly leave your comments in the comment section below. And also for the software we've been using and every of the pictures that we've uploaded, you would see them in the description link below, so please do well to click on them. And also at this juncture, I would like to give a very huge shout out to Nodex for actually supporting this video. So please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel if you like this video, and also if you want to actually be a part of what we do here, please also keep your comments in the comment section below. We'll see you in the next video.